There, Pearls.
I can't take it anymore.
Look, it'll be alright. Everything may still work out. The condition we had to get a not guilty verdict. And so far, the kidnapper's kept his word and hasn't hurt Maya. And he won't because Mr. On Guard hasn't been given a guilty sentence yet. Cheer up. We don't have time to stand around crying. We've got to get going.
You're right. Mystic Maya's in much more pain than I am.
Yes, that's right. So... Hey, you guys. Glad I caught you, pal.
Mr. Scruffy Detective.
Oh boy. Looks like Detective Gumshoe has been dubbed Mr. Scruffy Detective in Pearl's book now. It's just plain old Mr. Dick Gumshoe now. I've come to talk to you, pal. We're kind of busy right now. So what are you going to do from now on? What do you mean, pal? Well, you've been fired, right? Do you have a new job lined up yet? Oh, that, what am I supposed to do now, pal? I don't have anything coming in at all until my next payday. What are you talking about? You don't have another payday. I guess that means I'm just gonna have to work here at your place, pal. Say what? You'll be searching for things that'll prove Mr. Angard's innocence all day, right? Well, yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna help you, pal. I've got lots of experience in investigating and watching other people's places. And I'm great at making really simple meals, pal. I'll take care of it all.
Come on, Mr. Nick. Let Mr. Scruffy Detective take care of things.
Okay. By the way, what's your best dish? If he says ramen noodles. Instant noodles, pal. I fucking knew it. Why am I surrounded by people who only eat cheap, unhealthy food? That's the first time I ever seen Mr. Edgeworth act like that. Never thought he'd say something like that. He didn't care if Miss Andrews killed herself.
He said that? That's horrible.
But because of him doing that, we got the truth finally. The truth. Miss Andrews' last testimony. I wonder if that was the truth. I'll give you that there was nothing strange in her testimony itself, but I still think there's something fundamentally wrong with the whole thing. You mean about that thing, pal? Why would she want to... No, almost need to frame Mr. On Guard? I couldn't figure that out from anything she said all day. Then, you say the testimony was a lie? Not a lie per se, just feels like there's something more that meets the eye. Well, that's what Edgeworth would like us to believe.
That's such a dirty trick. Even that woman prosecutor was better than that.
Franziska von Karma. Speaking of Ms. von Karma, do you have any more information on her condition? Wasn't she shot this morning? Ms. von Karma was shot today on the rate of the trial by a pistol, pal. But she's going to be fine, right? I mean, Edgeworth said she was in stable condition, but... Well, she was shot in the shoulder, so she's okay, still hanging in there. They should be done taking the bullet out, so she's probably resting at the hospital. Which one? What? You going to visit her, pal? No. Well, I was kind of thinking about it. Hey, You've actually got a heart, don't you? She looked like she was being tortured to death not being able to go to the trial today. Maybe good for her if you went and let her whip you for a bit, pal.
Let's go let her whip us, Mr. Nick.
Pearl, no. Just no. Now I'm definitely not going. Let's see. Name of the hospital. Oh yeah, the hockey clinic. Oh no, not that fucking pervert again. That name sends a chill down my spine. Guess it can't hurt to stop by and say hi. I bet it can. Look, it's my attorney's badge. It's a little tarnished, don't you think, pal? Don't worry, I'll make it all sparkly shiny again. Don't spit on me. I'm really touched. What happens if I show a magnetometer to someone who doesn't have locks? Oh, they respond as if nothing, okay. Well, I made some instant noodles instead. Okay. Have you heard anything from the kidnapper? No, not yet. I'm sure once he hears what happened at the trial today, he'll call, pal. But remember, you can't provoke him when you get to talk to him. I saw that button. I thought to myself, that's going to prove Mr. On Guard guilty. But it looks like there was a lot more to it than I thought, pal? You're a pro. You should know better than to say something like that. Well, I'm not a cop anymore. Just a regular helper around the office now, so... wonder if he misses working down at the precinct. He just got fired, Phoenix. What do you think? Who'd have thought this knife Mr. Ungle used to eat his dinner steak with? Go on. That it would be stabbing the victim's body with Miss Andrews of all people. I guess you just hated the victim that much, pal? The question isn't why she hated the victim to that extent, rather why she tried to pin the murder on Mr. On Guard.
I wonder if she really hates Mr. On Guard.
So this Nickel Samurai was really Miss... Whoops, that's Gumshoe. So this Nickel Samurai was really Miss Andrews, huh? Yeah, this is either when she went to Mr. On Guard's room to get the knife, or when she was done with the foul deed. I guess we'll never know. It'll be okay. You'll see her again, little missy.
Yeah,
It's really important you don't give up.
okay.
I guess a big voice really does give you a sense of presence.
I won't give up, ever.
Cheer up. You can't give in, miss. That's the same one. Hey, I know. I'll show you something cool. How's this? A rip... Gumshoe, for fuck's sake. I don't have my pistol or police badge anymore.
Cheer up, you can't give in.
Yeah. What are those two doing? People are jealous of me roguishly called detective look, pair. It's because of this look I passed the detective's test, you know. Oh. But you know, people can't coast through life on their looks alone, pal.
Yeah, you can't count.
Yeah, you can't count on your looks alone.
Wow, I learned something new today.
Is she alright? After being shot, I mean. Her wound isn't that bad. Well, the gunshot wound anyway. But the wound to her pride, that's a different story, pal. The wound to her pride? Well, until now, she's always upheld the Von Karma creed. But since she came here, well, you've given her pride quite a beating, pal. Oh. She may act all grown up, but she's really still just an 18-year-old. Quite frankly, I worry about her, pal. It's the first time I've seen that side of Mr. Edgeworth, pal. Forcing people to say what he wants from jury testimony. I want to know what in the world happened to him all this time he's been gone. Not a real fan of action shows or anything, but I know who Wonka Reader and Matt on Guard are. Wonka Reader, though, he was always definitely trying to be better than Matt on Guard. Can't believe it. Mine getting kidnapped all because of this guy. What kind of person is the real murderer anyway?
Maybe they're a big fan of Mr. Ungard.
But the kidnapper's voice, he sounds like an old man to me. Okay, I should have stuck with the butler voice and not the screen voice then. Okay, noted. God, I can't even remember what the fucking original voice was for him now. I'll have to give that a quick listen when he next shows up. My impression of her's totally changed, pal. So where is she right now? I'm sure she's being questioned down at the precinct. At the very least about messing with the body and obstructing the investigation. She'll probably be staying over the detention centre. The detention centre, huh? She's Miss Adrian Andrews' mentor. Because of the suicide of the mentor she depended on, Adrian Andrews tried to follow in her attempted suicide. Now the question is, who's Miss Andrews relying on now? Hang on. I'll try here first. Never thought I'd ever come back to this place. Yes. Are you here to visit a patient? Ah, hi. Wait a second, you're... Yes, I'm Director Haunty. Why are you still here? Yes, what is it? Can I help you? You can tell me. Yes. Director Hottie. Oh,
Director Hottie?
Edgeworth?
Yes, I'm Director Hottie. Oh, you're the man from this morning. Yes, what is it?
Director, Franziska. How is Franziska Von Karma?
Oh, you don't need to worry. Yes, she's in good hands. Because you see, I'm personally taking good care of her. Yes. Yes, the thing, that surgery, it went well.
You have my gratitude.
It looks like Edgeworth doesn't know about his director and his secrets.
She looks so pitiful, absolutely terrified. Yes, but I understand. Yes, her opponent was a gun after all. And when I snuck upon her real secret light, she screamed really loudly. Yes.
I see.
Oh, but she's really cute too. When I do that, she'd whip me with her whip. Boy, did I cry like a baby. Yes, I think I could get used to it. Ah!
Go back to the room.
You're so mean. So mean, my Frisky Frisker. But it's good. Okay. It's time for my IV drips. Yes.
And what are those tulips doing in your hand, Mr. Phoenix Bites?
I knew I shouldn't have come here.
I was shot in front of the courthouse in my right shoulder. It's no big deal.
Careful, you're slipping back into Hottie there.
It's no big deal. This sort of thing happens all the time. I even had full intentions of running the trials this morning. But that would have been too much for you.
There's no need to act tough in front of us, you know.
Regardless, I was dragged here by that man over there. He was so unyielding, one has to wonder if he's simply interested in stealing my case.
It was the only logical course of action given the bullet was still lodged in your shoulder. And by taking over the case, I found myself having to clean up after you and that irresponsible deal you made.
I think I know what deal he's referring to. Ms. Von Karma, you made a deal with Ms. Andrews yesterday, didn't you?
I don't know what you mean.
In order to make sure you got your guilty verdict on Mr. Ungard, you told Ms. Andrews not to testify in court today.
I don't know what you're talking about. Do you have proof I made such a deal?
You're denying it?
Looks like you were lucky, Mr. Phoenix Fight. If I had been in court today, the trial would already be over.
Or while hiding Miss Andrews' own crime?
That isn't my problem. Whether she tampered with the evidence or not, I have only one objective: to find Ungard guilty of murder. The end justifies the means, Mr. Phoenix Fight. The end justifies the means.
Ms. Von Karma, Adrian Andrews believed when you said, if you don't tell the truth about what really happened, then Ungard would be found guilty.
And what does that have to do with me?
Because of that, she's now in danger of being found guilty herself. All because she believed in your words until the very end.
That still has nothing to do with me. She's just a weak person, that's all.
You had to know she was... Ow!
I think visiting hours here are about over. So if you'll excuse me... What's wrong? Why'd she suddenly cut you off?
Probably because she thinks I have the advantage in the argument. Edgeworth. What happened today at the trial, Edgeworth? That wasn't like you at all. I mean, I know you knew about Miss Andrews' condition. You could have made her testify as many times as you wanted, but to go that far...
Ah, but she wouldn't testify about that until I said something. Listen, Wright, the courtroom is a garden of judgment. I'm putting myself on the line when I stand in there. And that's why I made the witness do the same. It's only natural.
By the way, Edgeworth, you were really angry in court today. That's rare for you.
That card, give it to me, hurry! Do you have any idea what you have stupidly yet inadvertently done? This. I can't believe you hid this from me all this time.
That card, what in the world is it?
You mean this? Listen, Wright. This is top secret information. You absolutely cannot leak this. A special investigations team has existed for a number of years, but few know of it.
I understand.
Their task is to find the owner of this card, a man called Shelley the Killer. And just as his name states, he is a killer, an assassin, the best at that.
An assassin? So who is this Shelley the Killer?
The Killer is the name of a long-standing line of assassins.
Long-standing?
The name first appeared about 100 years ago, I hear. Shelley is the professional name of the third heir to the Killer name.
So because of his professional name is Shelley, he leaves cards with shells on them?
He has a habit of making sure to leave a card by the body of his victims.
Why would he do something like that?
We think it's part of his duty to his clients.
His duty?
If he leaves a card, then his clients can be assured it was he who killed the victim. It also serves as an insurance against any charges being pushed onto his clients.
I see.
The Killer values the trust between his client and himself above all else. It seems this one was one of the honorable assassin.
Words.
It seems that one.
You can't read, can you, Wolfgang?
It seems that this one honorable assassin. It seems that this.
Oh, fuck's sake. It seems that this is one honourable assassin with a moral conscience. I guess we can agree that honourable assassins can exist. So you think this assassin is the one who did the killing in this case?
It would appear that way. The discovery of the card basically confirms it, wouldn't you agree?
Shelley the Killer, huh?
I noticed something at the trial today. You are behaving in a very strange manner. Is something the matter?
I guess I should tell him. Maya, she's been kidnapped.
Kidnapped? What does the kidnapper want?
An acquittal.
I see. I had no idea. I'll prepare a rescue team as soon as possible and resolve this by tomorrow.
Really? Did you hear that, Mr. Nick? Mr. Edgeworth is going to... Stop trying to console me, Edgeworth. I don't need your pity. Mr. Nick? There's no way you can find her. We don't even have a lead to go on. There's only one way to save her. I have to get an acquittal somehow. It's the only way.
Right. Listen, you need to know something. Juan Corrida was killed by Shelley the Killer. And the client who ordered the job is Matt On Guard, your own client.
Please stop. I can't listen to you. I can't believe that.
I see. Well, if you want to continue your investigation, you'll need this.
What is it?
The hotel right now is restricted to police personnel only, as we're looking for any clues that might lead us to Shelley the Killer. But if you take this with you to the hotel, I'm sure they will let you enter. In any case, I must attend the preparations for Maya's rescue team. We'll meet again if anything should happen. Now, if you excuse me.
Mr. Nick? Do you think Mr. Ungard hired an assassin? No way. I mean, he doesn't have a sight lock. Yeah, I guess not. Maya, please. All I ask is you make it home safe and sound. Oh. I guess even kidnappers can be a little clumsy. Clumsy enough to drop a card like this for me. And even though he said he was an assassin, I bet he's just making that up, like how Nick does with everything in court. Anyway, let's try out the card trick with this card I just found. Sounds like I got the door open. Okay, time to go take a look around. What's this? Feels like there's a lot of glass bottles here. These feel like barrels. I'll pass. Too bad. I'm really hungry and not really thirsty. That's all wine, Maya. It wouldn't help your thirst anyway. There's all sorts of things piled up here. It's too dark to see. I opened the door with this card. I should probably go take a look around. What is this place? I've got a feeling I'm not in the hotel anymore. Are those videos over there? I'll worry about that later. For now, I should be looking for clues. That way I can show them to Sis and maybe get out of here. There's a framed picture sitting on the coffee table. Is that Celeste? It's a picture of a woman. She's kind of pretty. Looks like something's written here. Let's see. I think it says, "With love, Celeste." I bet this could be a clue. That's weird. What's a figurine doing on a sofa like this? I think it's a bear. Oh, how cute. But it's got a lot of cuts and slits on it. I wonder if it's some kind of puzzle or something. Huh. Ah, locked, of course. It doesn't look like I can use the card to open this door. There's a little hole at the bottom of the door. If only I were a little skinnier, maybe I'd be able to crawl through there. Oh hey, it's a computer. I never really used one before. I have no idea where the power switch on this thing is. Drat. There goes my plan to use this to somehow get out of here. How convenient that Maya doesn't know how to use a computer. It's so dark in here I can barely see, but these kind of feel like videotapes. All of them. What kind of room is this? A media room, obviously. What's this thing? An antenna, I guess? This is a VCR. There's sure a lot of electronic gadgets here. What is an antenna doing here? Oh, this simply will not do. I cannot have you wandering around at will. Ah! It seems that your Mr. Right is truly concerned about you. He is? For now, I suggest you remain cooperative. If you cannot, there are ways in which I can help you. Ways? You mean... A dead man tell no tales is how the saying goes, correct? Dead? I'm almost certain I told you in our first meeting I'm an assassin. No, you're lying. I mean, an assassin? People are not always who they appear to be. Nick! Oh, we're back here. Mr. Nick? Hmm? Oh, yes, Pearls? Got caught up in my thoughts about my situation. Miss Edgeworth has left, you know. Oh, of course, we never actually left here, did we? Duh. I guess for now I have no choice but to believe in Mr. On Guard. But I think I should listen to his story one more time. Alright, let's get going too.
Okay.
I'm sorry, but visiting hours are over for today.
Oh,
Oh, I have too many questions I need to ask. I'm sorry, but I'm Phoenix Wright, a lawyer for one of the... You're Mr. Wright, you say? Oh yeah, there's a message here for you. A message? It's from Matt Ongard. Here you are.
what did he write? Is it something really important?
I don't know. Let's see what it has to say. To Mr. Lawyer Dude, I've got something really important to tell you. Why do I feel so uneasy all of a sudden? Oh, Mr. Wright. So, actually, I have a favor to ask of you. I have this cat named Shu. I didn't put a lot of food out when I left the house, and he's probably pretty hungry. If you could drop by my house and feed Shu for me, dude. My house is just a little ways down from the hotel, alright?
This is terrible. Let's hurry. We have to feed his cat. I'm sure poor Shu's stomach is growling by now.
Yeah, I guess. A client's request is a request, I guess. I should go check up on his cat.
Wow, everybody looks really busy with something or another.
Probably strengthening the evidence for tomorrow's trial.
Hey, hurry up with that, will you? Pass the victim list around. You gotta be kidding, there's over 100 people on here.
Mr. Nick? Is Mr. Ongard really that big and bad of a criminal?
Actually, Pearls, never mind. It sounds like they're working on a different case.
Alright now, Mr. Nick, let's go look for clues. We have to for Mr. Myers' sake.
I bet this is old bag.
You shall not pass!
Oh, this old bag.
Don't devalue my name and turn it into a gasp, you sparky-headed...
Pettifogger? No idea.
Because of you, I've been made to look like the bad guy again! Although I did get a piece of gum from Edgy Boy as he promised. But I really wanted something much more valuable. I want Edgy Poo's heart all for me. It's all your fault. Blah, 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 blah. Miss Oldberg, keep your hands off me. The helmet's airtight. No air gets in, no air gets out.
Then why'd you keep putting it on?
You can get me to move with such silly questions. You're gonna have to defeat me if you want to get by.
I'm not hearing this. Huh, sure is dark.
I'll go turn on a light.
Wow, so this is what a star's house looks like. Must be nice to be rich.
Come on, Mr. Nick, let's find Shu the kitty cat. Shu!
I guess this is Shu.
What a lovely cat. Hello, Shu.
The cat seems to like pearls. Pardon me. Motherfucker. May I help you with something, mister? Oh, we're lawyers. Actually, I'm Mr. Ungard's lawyer. The Masters. You must be Mr. Wright. Yes. It's a pleasure to meet your wonderful self. I'm the family butler, John Doe. Really, John Doe? Nice to meet you. You must know all sorts of things about Mr. Ungard, right? Honestly, sir, I don't believe my master's capable of such a foul deed as murder. And anything else? No, not especially. It's not appropriate for a lowly servant to speak of the master or his affairs. How typically butler-like, as it were. Mr. Doe, how long have you served at this residence? Well, sir, I'd have to say maybe about 1 year. And anything else? No, not especially. It is not appropriate for a lowly servant to speak of himself and his affairs. I thought that Mr. Ungard would be the kind to have a maid over a butler. That's a very cute cat you've got there. It's my duty to take care of him. The master rather fancies you. And anything else? No, not especially. It's not appropriate for a lowly servant to speak of the family cat. Well, I guess I don't need this piece of scrap paper anymore. That note crumpled into a ball and thrown away. Well, I'm afraid I must take my leave of you now. Oh, we should probably get going ourselves. Ah, so young and yet already so accomplished, a young master of law. But there's also a lot to be proud of in being a butler, in charge of the house and all. Thank you for the compliment, sir. People are not always who they appear to be. Now, if you'll excuse me. A giant bicycle is flying through the air! That bicycle, Pearls, is one where you don't have to pedal, and it moves on its own. Really? Wow! Sorry to disappoint you, it can't fly. Oh, that's too bad. Very comfortable and spacious lounge set. I wonder if famous stars pop by and sit around and have a good time. In any case, I don't really belong here, do I? Oh, what's with me feeling inferior today? Oh, there's a giant cooking hearth here. Oh, that's actually a fireplace. How are they different, Mr. Nick? You know, I've never actually seen a hearth before, come to think of it. You should come visit Fay Manor then. I'll show you one when you do. Ah, there are masks here. Yeah, the one in the middle is the Steel Samurai. The ones next to them are the Pink Princess and the Evil Magistrate. They fought many battles against the backdrop of Neo Old Tokyo. Wow, you really know a lot about the Steel Samurai, Mr. Nick. I don't know whether to laugh or cry. I know more about the show than a kid. Blame Maya. There's a small door at the bottom of the bigger door, Mr. Nick. Bet it's for Mr. Ungard's cat to use. You mean Shu? The door is locked tight. I guess that's to keep nosy people like me from entering it. Yeah, funny that. Anyway, I suppose we better get back to the Hotel.
Ha! You're a million light years too early to be asking me questions, whippersnapper.
Looks like the only way I'm going to get any investigating done is to first do something about this kooky alien. Maybe if I show the letter I got from Edgeworth. Miss Oldbag, if you would look at...
What? Want to look at this worthless piece of... edgy poo?
Oh, is that a perfume? Pheromone d'amour I smell? Oh.
Let's see here. Would you please allow this unsophisticated young person to conduct his investigation? Yours truly, Miles Edgeworth.
Yours truly?
That man's good at flattery. Fine, but only because Edgy Poo said so, you understand? I just thought of something I have to do. Remember, no messing around. Do anything bad and I won't let you off the hook. Looks like she has strong feelings for Mr. Edgeworth.
That may be, but you know nothing's going to come of it.
That's so mean, Mr. Nick. Feelings are meant to be told and shared.
Ow! Every time we talk about love, I always end up with a handprint on my face somehow. Anyway, let's continue the investigation.
Okay?
What now?
One little thing before I forget. You can't go in on guard's room today. Why? Police Main's investigation team's going to be in there all day, you hear?
I wonder if they're the team in charge of investigating the killer.
So don't go in there. Set one foot in there, you'll face the wrath of Wendy Oldbag.
Okay. It was really the victim, Juan Correa, trying to disclose something about Mr. Ongard.
But they're both heroes. Why would they do something so unheroic?
They may look like heroes on the outside, but on the inside, they're only human. Cameras belong to the press conference. Basically doing the same thing. Underground staircase. So, nothing else bad happens here. Looks like we're the only ones here.
And yet the hotel seems so busy somehow.
Probably because of the police team sourcing for clues about the killer. Scouring for clues. Serious Hotel. Gordy. Didn't the Bellboy give me something like that last year?
It's such a beautiful sight.
Chandelier.
Yes, but I can't believe it. Can't believe such a terrible murder happened to them to such beautiful lights. Shocking.
Clean up the food. Award ceremony on the stage. Remind me of the circus for saying fabulous.
I want to eat a meal with Mystic Maya again.
Yeah, me too.
Whenever I watch Mystic Maya eat like she does, it makes me happy about eating. And then I can eat a lot.
Well then. How about after we wrap up this case, we all go out for a huge 20-course feast?
Okay, let's work really hard then.
Grand set of doors. Doors wide the fell out of. Nothing here. Hey, city boy. Lotta, you're still here? Reckon course. An investigative photographer eats or starves on her ability to snap up the scoop, yeah? And this hotel just has that aura of mystery. You know, like something's always about to happen.
But you have a camera?
Rick Given. The photographer's gotta have cameras out of the air A photographer's gotta have cameras out of the air like corn to be a real pro, you know. So I'm hanging around here. Speaking of cameras and feeding the mouth, do you have mine, you bread thief? Why can't you drop the thief thing already? Yeah, we proved it wasn't me, you stole it, you bitch. I want to ask you about the night of the murder. What? You really gonna shut out the bugs for the info I got? Lotta, you were loitering in the hallway the night of the murder, were you not? Well, kinda, but brace yourself, Phoenix, here it comes. I didn't exactly hang around here the entire time, you know. Fired a few stars around, got a few autographs, shook a few hands, had a soda pop with a few of them too. Looks like she wasn't here the entire time that night.
Security lady also wasn't in the hallway the entire time either.
I guess this means there's no one who can tell us who came and went that night. So, about the note that was inside your camera case. Oh, that Ditty arrow? Ditty. That's Ditty. Yeah. Can I believe what you've written? You mean the stuff about On Guard shoving his manager lady onto corridor? Yeah. Ah, well, I reckon you best not be believing that. What? Look, I sort of wrote that on a whim, you know, right whatever came to mind.
Whatever came to mind?
Yeah, when you get down to it, it's just a lot of random bulldooders. Hey, what's with y'all? Why are you staring at me like my grandpa used to? Huh. And why do you look like you suddenly got older there too? Or am I just shrinking here? My baby, my $600 baby. What's with that red-coated prosecutor anyhow? The guy told me it was evidence and refused to give it back to me. Well, that's kind of how it is. Hey, you're the redcoat's friend, ain't you? Put a few good words to me and give me back my camera. You want me to do what? Listen, nag the guy real good for about 5 hours and I guarantee you'll give it back. While you do your own dirty work. Well, I reckon it's time for me to get going. A tabloid photographer without a camera is just a tabloid. Huh. Yeah, I guess so. Keep yourself together out there, you hear? I'm going to see you in court tomorrow. Okay, I'll see you then. And you too there, young'un. Keep up the good work, okay?
Okay.
Don't be picky about your food now.
Okay.
And make sure you do all your homework, you hear?
Okay.
And if you happen to find yourself a camera, make sure you bring it right. Will you please just leave already?
It seems that this is one honourable assassin with a moral conscience.
There, I fucking did it.